Good afternoon, boys and girls of all ages. Welcome back to my channel. Yours truly, Eddie G, giving you all the latest Laker news, updates, analysis in and around the league. So for this afternoon show, I would like to talk about Boogie. That's right, no other than DeMarcus Cousins, aka Boogie Cousins. With the big question, would DeMarcus Cousins be able to get back to his old self now that he's with the Los Angeles Lakers? There's articles by Matthew Smith from Clutch Points. All right, let's not waste no time. So, I still remember vividly in my mind when the Los Angeles Lakers center DeMarcus Cousins was viewed as one of the best players in all of basketball. He was one of those 28 and a 12 guy who could beat you up in the post, all right, step out and make a three-pointers and create shots for his teammates. But now it seems like Boogie Cousins has reached a point where he has had to settle for one-year deals, 2 off seasons in a row, and I'm not sure that is something any of us ever expected from DeMarcus. See, injuries have derailed Boogie as the torn Achilles knocked him out of the 2017 and 2018 campaign, which resulted in him having to settle for a one-year contract again with the Golden State Warriors. And then in these past playoffs, Cousins suffered a torn quad injury. I mean, his attitude issues have only compounded the lack of interest in him in and around the league. And this summer, Cousins agreed to another one-year pact, this time with the Lakers. So the question is, just how will Cousins fit in Los Angeles? Well, he will be joining a Laker team that includes LeBron James, Anthony Davis, given that Los Angeles also re-signed JaVale McGee. The front court will be a bit crowded, I'm telling you. Just how the Lakers plan to use Cousins, that still remains to be seen. I mean, I don't know. Will he start? Will he come off the bench? Or it should be interesting. That's all I have to say. But the real question is, can the 28-year-old get back to his own self, right? See, the fact of the matter is we really don't know where Cousins is physically at the moment. And while he posted solid numbers in limited action with the Golden State Warriors this season, it just seems like he didn't look right, like he's missing that lift. Now it's entirely possible that Boogie Cousins just needed to shake off the rust and that he will be better next season with the Lakers. But we also have to remember that the prognosis from Achilles tears is generally not great, right? I mean, just ask Kobe. I mean, just as, one of my favorite player, Kevin Durant. Usually, it's a death sentence for basketball players. And Cousins going to have to be an exception to that rule, if you're going to ask me, if he really wants to win everyone over again. Now, one thing is for sure, he'll be playing for a contending team for the second straight year, as the Lakers should be one of the top teams in the league, even if their rosters is somewhat flawed. A LeBron and AD tandem is no joke, and Danny Green will help space the floor for sure with his 45% at three-point range. That's going to work. And also, really, Cousins won't be asked, if you're going to ask me, I don't think Cousins will be asked to be the number 1 or the number 2 options, as LeBron James and Anthony Davis obviously have that down. I mean, heck, even Kyle Kuzma will probably be the number 3 guy. So, as far as I'm concerned, I think Cousins may very well end up being the number 4, much like he was in Golden State Warriors. And if that ends up being the case, DeMarcus Cousins could flourish, as Frank Vogel could limit his minutes and use him in bursts in order to keep him fresh and maximize his efficiency. Perhaps relevance is now taking on a different meaning for Cousins. The days of him being a top player seems to be over, in my opinion. And it would be pretty surprising to see him averaging 25 and 12 ever again. But if he can't find his niche as a lesser option on a contender and as a guy who can merely play his role on both ends of the floor and represent an X factor, then Cousins will absolutely have a place in this league for the foreseeable future. It may not be the future Cousins envisioned, but it may be the one he needs to accept. So that's That's what we think about. What do you guys think about DeMarcus Cousins, Boogie Cousins? We all know that, this guy's got a nice chip on his shoulder, and I have no problem giving him the opportunity. The fact that he had a terrific year playing with Golden State during the playoffs. I mean, I think this year DeMarcus Cousins would put in a whole lot of work. He'll be one of those gym rat. He's gonna lose a whole lot of weight. He's gonna make sure that he gets back to his old form, just to prove everyone wrong. Everyone's that's been doubting DeMarcus, everyone who's been calling the Lakers' big three as a flawed because of DeMarcus. Watch out for this guy. Boogie is coming back, and he'll be back on duty in no time. And he's coming back to open up a can of whoop ass to all you doubters. And I promise you that. Thanks for tuning in once again, and we'll be back with more updates. Yours truly, Eddie G. We are out. God bless.